Yes, people, different kind of show where I'm going to be live by myself because I can't be asked for relying on anyone else. So yeah, welcome to Never a Foul. I'm going to be doing a quick update on different, obviously transfers that's happened pretty much today, or well, news. Pretty much news, right? Am I still muted? I'm not muted, am I? Let me know in the chat if I'm still muted, because that's not right. When I get the here we go, then yeah. Am I muted? Nah, I'm not muted. Look. Anyways, not the point. Maignan, 50 million euro bid allegedly being rejected. They're looking for 20 million. I'm gonna say it right now and early. If you're a Chelsea fan, you pulled a blinder. You pulled a blinder. And I'll explain why in a minute. And then obviously there's Kerkez returns for Liverpool transfer as well. If you don't know, he's returned from the Hungarian squad. So he's looking likely he's going to be doing some sort of maybe medical, because otherwise, why would you be returning? There'll be no other reason for that. So I'm confident to say there's going to be a Kerkez medical. On top of that, it looks like maybe, because I see Simon Phillips post something as well. So maybe Disco, whatever, Misco, Aaron, the Mbeumo hijack from Spurs. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure on that. I don't know about Verts. I think I saw something that's old news. Yeah, I think the Verts bid's been rejected, but that's old news. Something about 140 million euro packages is. Let me do the calculations exactly. I don't believe it's anything. So yeah, that's old news. Because we were talking about the 116 million bid, and they were talking about the final details. It could be pretty much final details for all of it. Do you know what I mean? All of it. It's always been final details with this flipping transfer. So I wouldn't exactly be doubtful about it. It's just people gonna need to understand is this is a big transfer. It's not like it's not like it's a 40-50 million. We're talking about 160 million pounds or just maybe a little bit more. I don't believe it's something that's gonna hold up Liverpool's transfer business this summer. It's going to be done next week. I'm pretty sure. I'm confident it's going to be done next week. And why I say this is because Verts has got his game today. I'm going to be watching it in the next half an hour. I'm going to be doing something on Big Up, and I hope many of you are going to come watch it with me. I don't see many people doing even watch longs for it, and I thought, oh, I'm going to do a watch long for it. Turkey versus Verts. Let's see who can win this battle. This is going to be interesting. So, you know what? I probably should have. I mean, you know what? I might do a video about it. I might do a Turkey versus Verts video. Yeah, see what happens there. But yeah, people, if you're in here, smash the likes. Subscribe if you're new as well. What's it called? We are on 41 likes. We could raise this quickly to 100 likes. I am by myself. You can see it in the thumbnail because I usually just have Daps and Monster because we're just the trio basically. So it's just normal to keep it. But I'm just by myself. You know what? I'm gonna be honest to you lot. You lot might have seen me on my Man United channel, my cast channel, when I'm doing it by myself. I'm gonna be honest. I think I prefer it. I think I prefer talking to you guys by myself. I've been trying to do a video all week, right, where it's just me and you lot. I'm like, no, I can go by myself. No, I'm gonna jump on though. I'm like, right, cool. If you wanna jump on, it's all good. So yeah, man. Can we talk about what happened to the German national team? They have like 3 players. I mean, you're talking about in stardom, then yeah, potentially, but they got a lot of upcoming talent. Remember, Musiala's injured, Verts is there. They got Schlotterbeck still. Like, they got some decent players. I wouldn't discount them. News in Italy, everything has been agreed for Maignan. It's weird. You know what it is? It's this part. AC Milan have rejected Chelsea's 12.6 million bid for Maignan. Yeah, I want to talk about that quickly. So my whole theory with that is like, so okay, Chelsea have absolutely lowballed the shit out of this transfer, right? They absolute lowballed it, and it's like £8 million for a top goalkeeper. And the worst part is that AC Milan have entertained it. Of course, they entertained it. Of course, they were going to always reject it. And I'm thinking, Chelsea are nasty. You know what? These are bullies. When it comes to transfers, these are nasty little bullies, aren't they? And then, and I thought, okay, they're going to get a deadline. And what? I know he's got a year left, but he's still a top goalkeeper. And I'm thinking, okay, I saw contrasting reports because the first time around with Chelsea, they said, we're not in a rush. We're not in a rush. We've already got 4 other goalkeepers. I'm like, okay, they're not serious with a Maignan then. Then, they're saying that we're not in a rush for him. Tactic, obviously. It's calm. And then all of a sudden, it come out, was it yesterday or the day before, but for Maignan, because we done a video on it. And I forgot to talk about it. Yeah. And then he said, we're trying to get this deal before the Club World Cup. And I'm thinking like, what? I'm like, hold on. Wait, hold on. You're relaxed, but now you're trying to get it done before the Club World Cup. I thought you said you're happy with your 4 goalkeepers. Oi, I'm telling you now, but it doesn't matter if it's Roman Abramovich, it doesn't matter if it's Todd B, it doesn't matter if it's the next owner in the future. These lot are just nasty bullies in this transfer window, and AC Milan are getting taken for a ride, an absolute ride. And you know what? 12 point whatever million it was, 6 million that got rejected. I'm pretty sure that it's going to get accepted if they add on a couple more million, like 14 million, 14.5 million. And you think that they valued him around what? 25 million, I think? Was it 25 million? Yeah, I think so. I think it was 25 million they valued him at. And then it went down to 20 million. Chelsea have come up from their base 8 million valuation. It's like they're going to probably meet in the middle, and they're probably going to get this guy for about 16 or 15 plus 3 or basically 18 million done. Chelsea, I'm not going to lie. Like, that transfer there has made me think, okay, look, they're going to get Gittins, right? That's fine. That's a left winger with Chelsea and whatnot. And I thought, yeah, good transfer. Young player. I'm not his biggest fan, but you know what? He's 20 years old. Let's see what he can do. He might be a little bit more suited to the Prem, because it's weird. You could be good in a Bundesliga, but you could probably be even better in a Prem sometimes. He's got the physicality. So that's what I'm kind of hopeful with Chelsea fans about Gittins. I've seen him versus Wolfsburg as well. We absolutely murked it. He killed it. Like, I've seen a few games, but then I've seen a few games where I'm like, I'm not really noticing this kid. But yeah, let's see what happens there. But I don't believe Chelsea are going to stop there with the winger market, because, again, they sorted their goalkeeper. Done. It's finished. Let's be real. Maignan is a Chelsea player. It's finished. Then I'm looking at Gittins. I'm thinking, cool. Sancho's gone. Gittins in. They probably need another left winger, maybe. Neto can play on the other side. They got Esteval. So they're up and coming wingers are going to be the young ballers. Literally, they've got Esteval one side, Gittins on the other side. Cool, done. Now, I got a feeling that Chelsea might be also looking at, and they've obviously got another Neto. Neto can play either side, which is a help, of course. And I'm thinking, I just keep thinking, Kudus, man. Look, they'll make their money back on Madueke. Yeah, Mudryk, whatever happens to him, he's going to go and he's going to get his business done. And then Sancho's gone. Who cares? Did you get it? And then I'm thinking, they're going to get Ekatike as well. That's done. I'm pretty sure that's going to be sorted, finished, lovely. And then it's that final position, which is obviously we spoke about yesterday. Quenda's going out on loan again, so that doesn't even matter. And I'm thinking, yeah, Kudus just, for me, completes that attack. And I'm thinking, this is serious. Because, again, when it comes to Chelsea, when I saw them last year, and it is last year compared to this year, but they were up there at the top of the table with Liverpool. And till December, until the wheels fell off. Now, when you take away Jackson, if they can replicate something like that again with a bit better more of a potent attack, with a little bit more concrete in the middle of the park in terms of at the striking force, then yeah, I'm like, yeah, you know what? They might have an outside chance. I don't think they're still as good as Liverpool or Man City, but when it comes to creeping up on quality of Arsenal and yeah, maybe I feel like, yeah, Chelsea could do a little something, but maybe I'm overrating it a little bit. But yeah. Curious George. Oh yeah, Tyreek George. Yeah, you know what? Don't make me say Curious George, because Curious George, if I'm correct, you know what? Is that not a cartoon character for a monkey, bro? No tail. With no tail. Bro, don't make me say that. Are you mad? Because if I call him Curious George all of a sudden, I'm gonna be the racist. You absolute fools. Don't call him that, man. But anyways, yeah. Curious, crazy. Anyways, you lot trying to set me up, absolute bastards. But yeah, yeah, it is. Look, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I remember this. I think I kind of remember the flipping the intro to this. This is dark. Yeah, man, you lot are trying to set me up, man. But yeah, my last part with Chelsea, though, other than Maignan, is no, he's not going to put me on. He's not going to do that to me. I'll message him. Like, he's not that deep. He's not stupid. He's actually a sound guy, to be fair. Who's Chelsea's centre back options? I'm seeing Zabani go in, potentially the Ukrainian go into from Bournemouth. They're asking for 70 million euros to go to PSG. And I know my cousin, if people don't know, my cousin's VD. He really wants Zabani at the back. I thought Chelsea might go in for him as well. So he might be going PSG. I'm thinking, what's the other options? Have you not been linked to any other centre backs yet? Because Colwill can't do everything by himself. You can't rely on Fofana. Boutia Chile is absolute arse and cheeks. Tossin's actually not that bad, you know. Is there any experienced centre backs that you lot are looking at? Because Hato don't make sense. He's a left-footed left centre back that can play left back, one for the future. Oh my God, I love this name. This name here, Nathan Collins. Yeah, 6'5", great ball playing centre back. I would be now the fact that Thomas Frank is gonna probably leave for Tottenham, and I see that Romero and I see that Nathan Collins might be the Romero replacement if they do get rid of him. I'm not gonna lie, he is so underrated, man. And you know what? Something that Chelsea lack is someone that's actually quite dominant in the air. And I'm thinking if Chelsea can piece that together, right, and do bits. Got a player on your hand. No, don't undervalue that, man. He's a very, very good centre back. I really like him. I'll take him at Man United in a heartbeat. Middle centre back all day long. All day long. For Wolves, he was absolutely a beast as well. I see him great. Like, that's a great choice, by the way. So I do like that shout. Has anyone got any other actual centre back links though? Because I haven't heard anything. That's not good enough, though. Gay is not good enough. Gay and Colwill. I mean, I kind of like it, but I don't. I feel like you still need someone a little bit more better in the air. You do lack a little bit of height, but then again, Ekatike is like 6'4". He can help. Yeah, sure, why not? Your midfield's kind of short. Not that it matters. It's a bit like PSG. They're suspect. They're prone to the aerial duels, aren't they? But Donnarumma makes up for that a little bit. I like Vega. But I don't believe Maresca likes Vega. Spalletti has resigned from Italy. Well, he's cheeks anyways. They just got battered by flipping Norway. Gay's linked to everyone. Yeah, I think he's going to end up at Newcastle, maybe. What you lot saying? Vega again. Vega's. I thought you was trying to get rid of him. Arsenal are pushing closer to agreeing a new contract with a young star, Ethan Nwaneri. He's an absolute baller. I know what you're trying to say here, King. He's saying Brantthwaite. I think Brantthwaite's a great shout, but that got rubbished. Maybe a little bit later in the window, he might come back. You know. Are you a Chelsea Mayo monkey? That is crazy. Why would you even ask that? I would slap you in real life if you ever said that to me, you know? I would slap you, bro. Don't ever try to come with that shit. Getting too comfortable in the chat. Chunky versus Squirts. I can't wait. I'm going to watch that. I might be a little bit late to watch it, but yeah. I don't pay no attention. Vega burned bridges. He's gone outside of hate. I don't know them, but Chelsea, yeah. There's over 700 of you nearly in there. Please smash the like button. If you don't mind. Smashing the likes is important. You know what it does. You know what it does for YouTube videos. You know what it does for my videos. So it's just it does for anyone pretty much. Standard business 142 at the moment. So if you can get that up to at least 300 by the time this ends. Remember, this ain't a long video. I've got Liverpool stuff to quickly talk about as well. And I've got this Mbeumo stuff to talk about, which is I'm not worried about it, but it's just I think Spurs might be a little bit too late, and I'm going to explain why Spurs are a bit late for me, in my opinion. And I have got a bit more of a biased Man United head on, so it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Man said Edio in the chat. I just saw the what's that? I don't know what that means. Big up Andrew though. Liao asked to leave, but it doesn't seem like anyone's moved. I saw what's it called moving for a minute. Bayern Munich. I think Bayern Munich were moving him for him. I'm pretty sure. Where do you see Man United finishing? Give us a clippable quote. I don't know yet because we haven't got everyone in yet. Cass, it's basically Mark Gahey and Jared Branthwaite. Other than that, nobody. So you're looking at someone English then, maybe, or someone that's homegrown potentially. That makes sense. That would make sense for Chelsea, innit? It would make sense for them. Wait, what's this? I just saw that. Wait, where's that gone? Where's that comment gone? Where's that comment gone? Why can I not see that? Someone said something about Mark Goldbridge. Goldemort. Where did that comment go? I wanted to I wanted to read that comment. It just disappeared. Anyone else think Mark Goldbridge looks like the lead singer of Three Doors Down? I've never even heard of that band. How about that? By the way, I've already told people, anyone does that the fake here we go stuff, if there's no bombers, you have to hold a minute. You have to hold a minute in silence by yourself, banned for a minute. I don't care what he says, to be fair. I'm not really surprised, you know, oh, keep an eye on so and so, and then he's like, there's a whole compilation of him of a whole thread of tweets about keep an eye on them. We ain't got nobody. Yeah, I've seen it. But yeah, moving on to Liverpool. 163 likes. Why are you lot slacking? You can hear my voice. Why you lot don't want to like the video for? Come on, man. Come on. Let's get the likes up. That's all I'm waiting for. That's all I'm waiting for. The likes go up, the easier my views go up. Simple as that. Pretty much. All new subscribers. I know most of you in the chat have liked. It's the ones that are not chatting. It's the ones that are, you know, behind the scenes that don't want to say anything. What's this? Okay. Can someone post a Discord link as well in the chat so people can find out where we are? Because that's pretty much where we're all at. All right, we've got 2 copycats. But yeah, if people didn't know, Kerkez looks like he's going to be having a medical at Liverpool. Top left back. I think we've spoken about him quite a lot as well. He's just, what's the Discord about, Cass? It's this. It's basically this. It's never a foul. Everyone's talking. There's about 350 people nearly in there, by the way. So yeah, it's actually quality, to be fair. You're just gonna have a little look for yourself. Let me pin that message. But yeah, Kerkez, top left back, one of the better left backs in the league for me. Balanced, can defend very well. 5'11". He looks shorter than he is. And you know, there's many attributes to his game that you could probably liken to a little bit of Cucurella when he was at Brighton. But for me, it's to get him for the price they're getting him at. I think he transforms that left-hand side once again. We ain't seen it since Robertson, right? And the fact that he's come out the Hungarian squad kind of just says everything, that he's going to have his medical. You know, fee must have been agreed. Surely it must have been done. Personal terms done ages ago. You know, but Kerkez is like, remember, how old is he? You know, I think he's quite young. Is he like 21? He's about 21. He's 21 years of age. He turns 22 this year. He's got bags and bags of potential. And I feel with Liverpool, it's just they keep getting transfers right, and it's kind of annoying because I really want to get them. I want one of them to get wrong, because you see Frimpong. I'm quite interested to see what happens in pre-season with Frimpong. What's his role? Does he get as much minutes? Then on the other side, I can see why it balances out when you got someone like Kerkez. When you figure left backs today, you know, they're either really superior at attacking, and when it comes to going backwards, they're quite shit. But for him, he's got the balance of both. A mean whip as well. So it kind of makes sense that Liverpool want someone that's kind of dominant in the air, maybe up front, hence why they looked at Ekatike. They still are. And then obviously with Sesko, who's quite good in the air as well. Maybe they are lacking a little bit of that. You know, Jota's actually quite good in the air as well, for considering his size, but his future is unknown. Kerkez is a top signing. Top signing. I would have loved to have him at left wing back for me, but you know, they moved for him. You know, maybe having a Hungarian link as well with what's his name? Szoboszlai could help. It helps. Relationships helps. That's why you can see Aït-Nouri and Cherki linking up as well at Man City. Like always come in pairs. If you notice with the top clubs, they're gonna go and get multiple signings. It's like Vardy or Kovacic. Makes sense, right? Aït-Nouri, that it all makes sense. But for me, it's what Kerkez brings to Liverpool is just something I haven't seen in like a few years. Like Robertson's on his way down, man. He's knackered, isn't he? He's tired. When it comes to the thing that I thought he was quite great at the most when it comes to his 1v1 defending, he's not even all that. He was actually okay last season. It's just, again, it just needs replacement, younger legs. He's been absolutely burnt out. And when you see what Kerkez will do when it comes down to that link up down that left-hand side, when you see McAllister over there, he's gonna probably have a great relationship to even just get forward. Robertson, top 3 left backs in the league I've ever seen for me, innit? For me, he's going to go down in history for 100%. Obviously, Ashley Cole takes that spot. Evra, for me, is much better, but that's just my bias again. And then, obviously, you got Robertson. But they need the next one. They need that. I feel like when it comes to the defense, I mean, even Trent at one point, he was a flying, fullback as well, and he was always getting up the pitch. He kind of done that last year, but he moved to more of an inverted role. I just feel the more options Liverpool have to score, the more dangerous Salah becomes all the time. All the time. Dennis Irwin. Oh, yeah, Dennis Irwin. Shit. Yeah, maybe 5th, maybe 4th then. Dennis Irwin was better than Evra, from what I got told, so I'm going to believe it. Most people told me about it. So, but I still think Ashley Cole's the best left back. Period. Absolute elite baller. But yeah, going again with Kerkez, I think it's about 40 to 45 million. I have no idea how that isn't being a 50, 55 million fee. It's like when it comes to these top teams, like, what's his face? Manchester City. And when it comes to Liverpool, these fees are just reduced heavily. I swear down. Obviously, other than Wirtz, that's a different story. But Frimpong was in his release clause like 34 million. They got him even cheaper. How does that work out? I saw something like 27 odd million. I could be wrong. About that. But then when I was seeing this like Kerkez 40 million, I'm thinking like, oh, hold on. Like they want 70 million for Semenyo. They want about 60 million for Zabanyi. You got a young upcoming left back in the whole Premier League that's absolutely viewed by everybody else. And I'm thinking, hold on, what 1 sec? 40 million for this? That's a steal. They have got the Richard Hughes link as well, which kind of makes sense. He's the one that even scouted him. So he's going to scout him to go Liverpool. I think he's going to get, next season, I think we need to be asking how many assists these fullbacks get again. And it's not quite Trent and it's not quite Robertson, but Frimpong, the way he's going to play, I'm pretty sure he's going to have quite a few assists to his name. But everything on the left-hand side, I'm thinking Kerkez, when it comes to delivery as a fullback, it's everything. The early crosses are absolutely elite. Elite. And he's got that in his locker. Same with Aït-Nouri, to be fair. But I'm thinking with him, he could probably get 10 assists next year, Yeah, I believe I believe he can get about 10 assists. I don't see why he can't. He had a period last with Bournemouth. I mean, you got Salah there, and you're gonna have he's gonna ball out, man. I fucking hate this club, man. I hate your club. Honestly, I hate it. I can't be asked. Great signing for Liverpool, though, man. My last part with Liverpool is, I know we done a video on it yesterday as well, is what centre-back's going to come next as well. They're clearly building for the future. They could maybe do with another experienced centre-back. Maybe. Just depends on the Konate situation, if he's going to sign or not. They got a good pair. Like Van Dijk will play for another 5 years. Easily. He's like a Thiago Silva. Guy looks after himself very well. You got to commend someone like Virgil van Dijk, to come back from an ACL and to become like the world's best centre-back once again is outrageous, outrageous. But the centre-back one, I'm quite optimistic that Liverpool go and get. I do believe they go get Gerald Hato, I think they do. His role model is, what's his name? Is Van Dijk as well. The Dutch link up. It's like you can't exactly. Can't put a down on that. It is a factor, isn't it? It is a factor. You want to go and probably learn your craft at his age. You probably look at Virgil van Dijk. What is he, about 33 now? Something like that. And then I know they're looking at Diamonde as well. And if they get, I don't know if they get both of them, but Diamonde's price is not. It's not as extortionate as people think. I saw something yesterday that was around like 40 million pounds, 45 million pounds. He's pretty much like a regen version of Konate in a sense when he was back at Leipzig. Do people remember what he was like at Leipzig, by the way, Konate? You know, everyone's talking about what's it called? Upamecano, who's an absolute monster, but Konate, oh my word. That you know, back then, that back three of Leipzig was absolutely mental. You know how difficult it was, but they had young, proper ballers at the back. Flipping, that got picked apart. That got picked apart. So yeah, again, we'll see what happens with Liverpool. The last part is what people probably want to speak about is this is hijack from Spurs. Are we really entertaining it? Spurs hijacking me. You must be out of your damn mind. I don't care if they got Thomas Frank as a manager. They're not boys. Let's be real. They're not boys. Spurs are still Spurs. Because when it comes to Spurs, they will offer, yeah, exactly. That's what I saw as well. Apparently, they're going to offer even lower salary than he'd earn at Man United. So who gives a shit? So who gives a shit? Are Spurs even going to put up the money? But if it would, I mean, I would get absolutely battered by you lot. I'll get battered by you lot if I got hijacked by Spurs. But I feel like the deal with us, I think it's gone a little bit too far. See, now, this is why Spurs will always be Spurs. Yeah? Because if Spurs decided to sack Ange at least a week ago, right? And then they said, you know what? We're going to get Thomas Frank in. He wants Spurs. So you know what? Absolutely fantastic for Spurs. I'm not even going to knock that. That's a top, for me, that is a top tier manager. And what a way to build, because he knows how to work on budgets and he knows how to work with players and he's a great communicator. I think, you know what? Finally, I think Spurs have found their guy who they can really, rely upon to build. There's a lot of different wingers out there and targets for them. I don't know what they're going to target first. I rate Thomas Frank. I really wanted him at Man United. And even if Amorim was to get sacked, he would be my first in choice as well to go and get. But again, it's for what I believe it's going to be is I think they're too late for this Mbeumo stuff. I mean, never say never. You can always enter, but I feel like they will be wasting time for me because, like I said, if he came like a week ago and everything got confirmed, I'll be like, oh shit, you know what? We're going to go toe to toe with Spurs. But I feel like we're going to offer something a little bit better, just in terms. You know, I think Champions League is not fooling no one. Let's be real. Spurs are not doing that much in the Champions League. We've already seen that Mbeumo doesn't care about who's in the Champions League. He's all about the long-term project. But yeah, look, I think they're a week too late. That's just my 2 pence on that. And this is why Spurs are just stupid. Daniel Levy's just, you could have had him. You could have had a right winger. Imagine having Spurs, having Solanke and then Mbeumo, and then they maybe look at someone on the left wing. You think, oh, hold on. They might have a serious joint going on here. They might have a serious joint, but yeah. They don't. So yeah, I don't believe I'm gonna get hijacked whatsoever. But you never know. You never say never. Palhinha, what about him? What about him? What is there Palhinha news? Or have we just been linked with him like we get linked with everyone else? Because if I swear, you know what, don't get my hopes up now. Don't get my hopes up. If Man United are linked with Palhinha. Nope. Nope. Where is this? Oh, I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen nothing about him. I mean, there's a buff chick called Palhinha that I've just searched up. I mean, that's got nothing to do with the footballer, but I ain't seen nothing yet. I think Palhinha's great. Yeah, no idea. Yeah, I ain't seen no link. But anyways, I'm gonna be watching the game. I'm pretty sure all of you lot are. But what you lot could do is, if you want to join me on there, on the watch along, it's a simple click, innit? It's literally a simple click. So if anyone wants to join up, it's up to you, but it's a simple click. It's right there. I'm going to pin it as well. Most people know what it is about now. There we go. So if you don't want to just click on that, you don't even need a profile, but it'd be better if you do get a profile. It's quick sign up if you want it. It's going to be Germany versus France. We're going to be doing Verts watch. Verts versus Kerkez. It's going to kick off in literally 1 minute. Let me share the screen. Do you want me to share the screen? Or you don't care? You probably don't care anyways. Just click the link. I'm going to be there in literally 1 minute and we're going to watch the game. This should be going over to Joey's channel. So if anyone wants to not watch along with me and wants to go and see Joey, then by all means, go over to his channel. This was always going to be a short live, so we're going to be back later on. So in a bit,